Hi everyone, this is Drew Porter talking about deaf education. There are many questions that I had about deaf education, where it started, where it's going, and where it is right now. Deaf education, I learned, began in 1817 in America. This was the founding of the American School of the Deaf. Founded in Hartford, Connecticut by Thomas Hopkins Gaudet, he started the first deaf school in America. Thomas was a big influence for deaf education and set a path in stone for education to come. Now people had a school that was set in stone, and deaf children, deaf parents could send their kids to go to school, learn, but this came with many problems because parents didn't know what was best for their child. Some families wanted their children to be raised in a mainstream environment, and some parents wanted them to learn ASL and be with people who were like them. I learned that deaf education should start around 3 years old. This is where the early stages of development begin, and learning abilities really start then. The options children had were the residential schools or the deaf education schools, or also they had online opportunities or at-home opportunities nowadays. Mainstream schools are hard for some deaf children who experience bullying, harsh treatment, and disrespect just because they are different. I learned that also in the mainstream school, deaf students receive a lack of communication and connection with their teachers. If a teacher is unable to sign, the child and the teacher will lose that connection that really allows them to learn and teach. I learned that often some children will fall behind in classes if they do not have this connection. There was a new era of deaf education coming, and with these online opportunities, ASL, and the deaf community being at its very peak and it's growing every day, we're able to have this connection with the deaf culture and deaf communities like never before. I learned that now we have dual language schools, which is amazing and is newer, and yeah. I'm excited of what I've learned from deaf education, and I have a better understanding of the process of what deaf children have to go through when deciding what to do, or more so their parents deciding what's the best route for their child in education, because there's many different ways that a child can go through the education system, and there's many different options depending on every family. Thank you.